Hello, amazing people. Welcome back again to my channel. So, today we will be making the yummiest, milkiest chin chin ever. Yeah, that's what we'll be making. I just cleared my table because I have nowhere else to stay and make that. And I am measuring 1 kg of flour because we'll be making this chin chin today with 1 kg of flour. The list of the ingredients and their quantities will be listed in the description box. This is 1 cup of sugar, and I'm going to add a little more, about 1/4 cups. Is it up to? I don't know, but you can use 1/4 cups. 1 cup and 1/4 of sugar to mix with this, and then we are going to be using a little bit of salt. See, I just got back from the market and decided to make this chin chin, so that is why you're not seeing everything lined out on the plate. This is your half tablespoon of baking powder. We are just going to mix in all our dry ingredients and make sure we mix them properly because we don't want any taste going to one side of it. And then I've broken my 3 eggs. Yeah, and I'm going to be mixing it with this Hollandia evap. This is about 120 grams of milk, and I'm going to mix it with the eggs. I'm just going to combine all of them together very well. The milk is so creamy, and remember, this is going to be the milkiest chin chin you've ever eaten. I promise you. You would love to try it out for your family. I'm going to be using a little bit of vanilla flavor. Just a little bit of vanilla flavor. I'm going to stir in the liquid ingredients to mix them together before I pour them into my dry ingredients. This chin chin is going to be very, very, very yummy. Oh, look at the creaminess from the egg and the milk and the vanilla. Oh my god, it is so creamy just looking at it from here. Like, it is so creamy. Like, this is something you would want to, like, this is something you would want to enjoy. This is something you would love, I promise you. So we're just going to mix that in. As you know, mix it in properly. Like, have to mix it in because we want our chin chin to have the very yummiest and the flavorous taste ever. Meanwhile, it's been a long while. So how are you faring? How you doing? As you're mixing these ingredients, just know that whatever you are eating, make sure you get the best of it. You get the best taste, you get the best yumminess of it. Every food you eat should add value to you, okay? And now I'm going to be going in with my nutmeg. This is just some seed nutmegs that just one seed nutmeg that I roughly grounded, and I'm going to be adding in a little bit of it. This is about half tablespoon of nutmeg. Don't worry, I would break down the list of the ingredients in the description. You can just go check it out. And this is your sea margarine. I was trying to show you guys the grams. It's about 250 grams, but I think I did not place my bottle well to the camera, so you could not see that. It's about 250 grams of butter, okay? And we poured in everything because this chin chin is going to be so soft. It's kind of crunchy and soft at the same time. It's not the water soft, it's crunchy and milky and soft. So I'm just going to be mixing in all these ingredients. Mix and mix and mix. Yeah. So this is the point where you're supposed to add a little bit of water to, help the mixing process. But instead of adding water, we are going to be using our milk again. We poured in 120 grams to the egg, so this is another 120 grams. We're not going to be using all of it. It's just going to add it little by little while you knead your flour to get the texture you want. You don't want this to be too soft. No, we just want it to be crunchy and soft. So our We've gotten the right texture, a bit hard, a bit soft. The mix is not too soft. So this time to just cut it. Like, one thing I dislike about making chinchin is the cutting process. But of course, to enjoy, you have to work. Okay? So I'm just going to cut it roughly the way I can, because I'm not going to give you the perfect cut. But man, the test of this chinchin covers for everything. Like, the test of this chinchin covers for every rough cutting I made. Oh god. So you're just going to cut your chinchin depending on how you want to cut it. You can decide to cut it square like mine. You can decide to cut it rectangle. You can decide to be creative about it. All you need is just to cut your chinchin. So I'm cutting the regular way, the horizontal, vertical. This is just going to give us some squares, and that is just it for my own chin chin. After I've cut it, I'm going to place them all together, and I had to like cut it all off because it was way too long. So after I've cut my chin chin, I placed my pan on the fire, added enough oil, and please, before you put in your chin chin, let the oil heat up. Okay, if you don't let it heat up, your chin chin is going to soak in enough oil, and that is not going to be good for your chin chin. So before you start adding in your chin chin, make sure your oil is hot enough. As you can see, immediately I dropped in my dough, my already cut dough. You could see that the oil was already hot, so it started frying on its own already. And I think I added little chin chin here. I would have added a bit more. Yeah, I think the oil was a bit scanty, but had no effect. Just keep stirring, stirring, and stirring, and you can see the color changing gradually till your chin chin is done. When you get your defined color, which is usually light brown, you can as well take out your chin chin. Okay. All right. This is it for making the yummiest, milkiest, tastiest chin chin you will ever eat in a long while. And that's it, guys, and see you again next time as I fry my remaining chin chin in private, because right now my house is still having the feeling of just returning from the market. I just wanted to show you guys how I'm going to enjoy this. Okay, bye, and see you again in our next video, because I promise you I'm going to be turning up always for you this time around. Enjoy yourself.